Alright, guys, welcome to the new episode of Tumbling Podcast of Flesh. This is Corey Script.
This BDG reviews.
Yeah, we're not even going to bother numbering them anymore. You'll see the number on
No.
the playlist and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have like a little short review of Evil Within, which was like, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. But it's kind of, it came out
Yeah.
last year, but it's an old movie.
Yeah.
But we'll get into all that.
Yeah.
But the first piece of news I have here is, which I'm not really sure what to feel about. USA Network, I
hmm
guess, is making a Purge show. Like, I guess there's already a
Uh,
trailer or something, or at Comic-Con there was a trailer announced or something.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Purge movies. I mean, I have the first three, but honestly, I just really don't care.
Yeah, I only saw like, I actually kind of dug the first one,
Yeah.
just because it was pretty much a home invasion film. I mean, you didn't
Yeah.
really, but like the second one, I
hmm
think I saw like the first half of it, but I barely remember anything. I mean,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen the third one. And then
No.
this new one, it's been getting good reviews. So I
Yeah.
may have to pick them all up when the new one comes out. I may just pick them all up and watch them because I hear they get better as they go along.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought it was like an interesting premise for for like a story.
Yeah,
The whole idea of like literally anything you do is like legal for one night sort of thing.
yeah. I
It's
know when
it
I first heard that premise, I was like, hell yeah. Then the first one didn't deliver on that at all.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe like I'm expecting too much. Maybe I'm expecting like complete anarchy,
Yeah,
and yeah, you don't really get it.
yeah. I mean,
you know, maybe
it,
yeah,
yeah. I see what you mean. It's just a little too unrealistic for me. Like when I
yeah,
see some of the things, I mean, it's like if I was gonna make it, man, I'd just make it as gritty as possible. I'd do away with all the light up suits. Like, yeah, it's
yeah,
visually cool, but that
yeah.
kind of takes me out of it. I mean, who's gonna go through all that? You know what I mean? Like
I
some
know.
people just want to go in and out, kill people, and then that's it. You know?
Yeah. Well, I guess for some people it's their Halloween or their
Yeah.
Christmas or whatever, you know.
Dude, you know how intense it would be though?
Yeah.
Just how nerve-wracking it'd be to be outside, man.
Oh yeah, well the secret is there, you got to like barricade yourself on a roof with like a machine gun or something and just snipe anybody that comes near you.
Yeah, I know, man. Dude, I'd be getting like there's so much that like even the rich people though they could just get in a helicopter. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, yeah.
you
Just
know,
just 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 come up to like Canada or something.
yeah,
Go to like a different country
dude,
where the purge doesn't
you know what
exist.
loophole I do? If that
Yeah.
was the case, dude, they should put this in a movie, man. If it was
Yeah.
the case of that, I'd get a helicopter with like a rocket launcher
Oh
and
yeah.
like blow up all the police stations and all the hospitals and so even when the 12 hours are over, they can't do nothing anyways.
Yeah, yeah. It's just it's just done.
It's just Mad Max. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't like
Yeah.
thought of that loophole yet in it.
Oh well, I'm quite sure plot wise, I mean that's where eventually it would lead to. Eventually it would just become like, well, we kind of like this purge thing, let's just kill everybody that's in power and just keep it going.
Yeah, the permanent purge.
See, I'd probably see that.
Yeah. And then it leads into like Mad Max, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's the progression.
That'd be badass. Like the ending scene of the last one, you just see Mel Gibson.
Yeah, that would be pretty damn funny,
Yeah, man.
honestly.
Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty feel how you do. Just meh about it. Like I could actually care less.
Yeah, I mean, people always go on about it like it's like some special thing. I hear like a new Purge movie's coming out. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was more excited about the paranormal activities, and I didn't really care about those either.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
stuff
for
like
sure.
this, I usually wait till there's like a box set or something. With like a show,
Yeah,
like a movie series like this, like I don't need to see them as they're released yearly. But
yeah,
like
no,
eventually they'll come out with a big box of them.
yeah.
But next piece of news is another thing I could literally care less about, but I guess it's a
Mhm,
big deal.
mhm.
Glass, the trailer was released for that, and
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
people are super hyped about this for some reason.
Well, it's like kind of
It's like an
from
all-star mashup of the M. Night Shyamalan stuff.
essentially, yeah, it's like it's the sequel to Unbreakable.
Yeah, see, I was like meh on Unbreakable, you know what I mean? It's like it didn't do nothing for me. I
Yeah, I
like
didn't
Split.
mind it. Yeah, uh, and the guy from Split's in it as well. So
Yeah, I
so
heard
it,
it's
it
like a
ties.
mashup of those like
Yeah,
Unbreakable and like I
it
think
ties them
the guy
together.
from
Yeah,
Split is the villain or something.
I think so. Yeah, I know there's like I think it's I don't know if it's a poster or a production shot where him um what's his name Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis are all sat on like chairs in like an insane asylum.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I don't know. Maybe they're all crazy.
Yeah, I could just care. I just don't dig it, man.
I
I
know.
mean, it's cool
I'll
it's coming
wait.
out, but I could care less about Unbreakable.
Yeah, I'll wait for Blu-ray.
Yeah,
You
I mean, I'll
know.
see it eventually just 'cause I did like Split a lot actually.
Yeah.
And in this next piece I got, it's not really horror movie related, but
Hmm?
Nuclear Blast just signed Rob Zombie.
Yeah, that's pretty damn
Yeah,
cool.
that had me kind of interested because I like Nuclear Blast, and it's kind of weird that this far in his career he just decides to sign to this label.
Yeah,
So
I
it's got to
I
be something good.
yeah. All I can think is maybe maybe he's got big plans for this next album.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because was he releasing his stuff like
I
himself?
I think it was pretty much like
Like I'm sure he had a label
yeah.
releasing it, like Warner or something. But you
Yeah,
know,
I think it was all like self-produced and everything. I know that.
yeah,
I think it was kind of the same thing as with sort of like before Slayer released World Painted Blood,
yeah,
they were unsigned for like 7 or 8 years.
yeah,
Yeah, they released, I guess they self-released stuff. I don't know, or they sub-licensed it or something, but they had no record deal. So I think maybe it was a similar thing, but maybe I don't know. Maybe Nuclear Blast, came to him and said, "Hey, we wanna work with you."
yeah. That's super interesting. That
Yeah,
yeah, I'm really I'm gonna hear that record just 'cause
yeah,
that is weird to me.
yeah. It is. And honestly, I dug his last album.
Yeah,
Um,
which one was it? I know it had some long ass title.
let's see. I got it right here. It's the Electric Warlock Acid Witch Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser.
Yeah, I didn't hear
Uh,
it. I didn't hear it because I know it had the cover art a lot like the last one.
yeah,
I forget the name of that one. Like the I don't even remember. That was another long title.
yeah. He really likes his long titles.
Yeah,
And who knows? Maybe he's just wanting to go for a different sound or something, a different style, maybe.
yeah, because Nuclear Blast is like hardcore and like punk and
Yeah,
thrash and stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, he's definitely a bit of a different artist
Yeah.
for them. But then again, when you think of like White Zombie and like early Rob
See,
Zombie
White
stuff,
Zombie is what I would have thought would be on Nuclear Blast.
yeah, that would make
Yeah, that fits
perfect
their
sense.
sound more.
Oh well, that's a thought maybe. Maybe yeah, I know he
A White
owns
Zombie reunion.
he probably not a reunion because I know there's a lot of bad blood there,
Yeah.
but I know he owns the rights to all the White Zombie stuff.
Okay.
So
Maybe
so
a box
maybe
set or something.
yeah, maybe they're hoping like get like a complete like
Well, they did
full
have that
White Zombie and
they
Rob
did have
Zombie
that
box set.
big box set that Let Sleeping Corpses Lie.
Yeah,
You remember that? It was like
yeah,
expensive as hell, and it's got all their music. I don't think there's anything
yeah,
else they could really do.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to get him get the Rob Zombie stuff in their like wheelhouse, if you will.
Yeah.
Who did the recent vinyls? Do you know?
I don't know who's the label. It's got to be the label that's on that Dispenser Regenerator album.
Yeah, I should think
Is that
so. I
Warner?
mean,
I feel like Warner
uh,
did that.
I'll take a look. Come here. Uh, T-Boy Records. Never heard of it. Universal.
Universal, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're just a distributor, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I wonder if maybe like because I know they've re-released all like the Rob Zombie stuff on vinyl recently.
Really?
And
What is like a giant box set?
no, all separate releases,
Really?
and they all look pretty damn good. I'm not sure which company released it though. So I'm wondering maybe if it has something to do with that. I'll
Yeah.
just take a look here.
So every Rob Zombie album's on vinyl?
Yep. I mean, I've honestly thought about picking up, what was it, that live album that he did.
With
Uh,
the Blu-ray? I want to get the Blu-ray of that thing.
yeah,
Like the horror show or something? It was a something show?
I think so, yeah. Let's take a look here. Rob Zombie vinyl. Here we go.
See, I'd want to get White Zombie's 2 albums on vinyl.
Yeah,
You know, the Los Exorcisto and,
yeah.
what the hell was this? What is it? Astro Creep 2000?
Astro Creep 2000, yeah, great, great album.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here. Rob Zombie, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it doesn't say who's releasing them. I don't know. I mean, that's all I could really think. If maybe maybe it was if they have something to do with Nuclear Blast, the company that did the vinyls.
Yeah.
So maybe that was uh a good my brain's not working.
Yeah, Nuclear Blast maybe could have done it. I feel like it would, that would, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see eventually when
Yeah.
we get some kind of announcement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to say the least. Oh, it was Zombie Live. That was the live record that I'd like to pick up.
Is that the same
'Cause
one that was like 2 or 3 years ago? They made a Blu-ray of it.
it was 2007, and
There's got to be one after that, dude. It was like a
they
live double album with like they put a Blu-ray, and I heard it's like a really good show.
yeah, that'd be cool. I think there's I know they've done one for uh Astro Creep 2000, the live version of that just came out recently.
Really?
And yeah, and there was another one as well, like Spook Show Live or something.
That's what I'm thinking over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, Spook Show. I remember it had show in it, like the horror show or Spook Show or something.
yeah. I always heard that was a pretty good album. I didn't pick it up unfortunately, but
Yeah, if I
yeah.
was to get it, I'd get the Blu-ray of it, just because I heard
Yeah.
it's like visually a really good show.
Oh yeah. Well, Rob Zombie just puts on an awesome show. He really does.
Yeah.
Hell, he puts on a better show as Rob Zombie than he did as White Zombie.
Yeah, in White Zombie, it wasn't really horror on stage. It was just like him
Not
jumping around
really.
and stuff.
Pretty much.
And then when
You
he
know,
went solo, he went more in the like Alice Cooper route,
oh
where
yeah.
it was just a stage show along with the music.
Yeah, he's for sure like, an Alice Cooper, a child of Alice Cooper. Let's say that.
Yeah. But anyways, the next bit of news I found really interesting is did you see the new classic horror movie getting a 4K Ultra HD release?
I know Evil Dead 2 is.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's a weird title, man. Like, so Christine and Evil Dead 2 are like the only classic horror movies on 4K right
Yeah.
now.
I get it for Evil Dead 2 because I think Evil Dead 2 is one of those things that no matter what format you make it, people have such a love for that movie. People that don't have a 4K player will buy that 4K Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
And what's
You
weird
know,
is it's coming in a steelbook too, so
yeah. So that's just another reason for people to get it.
yeah.
People, lose their shit over Evil Dead 2, and I get it. I
Any of
mean,
them, Army of Darkness or Evil Dead.
yeah, and I get why they keep releasing editions.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, it's enough already. Like, come on.
I know, man.
What
I'm,
next? A
I'm happy.
3D
I'm happy
version?
with the Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, and Blu-ray looks beautiful. So
Yeah.
it makes you wonder how they could really, you
Improve
know,
on it.
yeah, like how could you make that up into 4K?
Did you know, I've never like been in a room where they were playing a 4K Blu-ray. Like with it all set up, I've never been around
I've never,
anyone who had a whole setup, 4K TV, 4K player with a 4K Blu-ray. And I don't mean
no,
streaming 4K from Netflix.
yeah,
Like I want to see an actual 4K Blu-ray.
I've seen it like the demo things in the stores and everything.
Is it that much better to upgrade the whole setup?
Well, it looks real. I know I was in I think it was a Walmart or something. They had a 4K TV there showing like 4K stuff, and it had like a wolf if I remember right, and it was just kind of like looking forward. And I remember thinking, if everywhere was dark and you saw this, you would think it was a real wolf. It was kind of freaky,
Yeah.
and it was odd to say the least.
Yeah, I
Eventually,
always wait
you
till the
know.
till the hardware just gets cheaper.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like in about two or
eventually
three
it'll be
years,
worth
it'll
it.
be affordable.
Yeah, yeah, and honestly, let's be honest, 1080 is fine.
Yeah.
You see everything you need to see, and you don't see everything you don't need to see.
Yeah, I haven't had a
Yeah,
problem yet. But
no,
eventually when it's cheaper, like when you can buy I'm not talking the budget fake 4K, you know what I mean? Like now
yeah,
you'll find TVs that are like
yeah,
$400 and they'll say 4K. It's like,
yeah,
it's been
and
proven a lot of those are like not true 4K.
yeah, it's like sometimes it's like it's officially 4K, but just, and it's like not good enough to really, not powerful enough to really show its potential.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like if
it's
I
it's
get a
almost like
4K, it's got to be like a Samsung, like one
yeah,
that's like $1,000 right now, but it'll
yeah.
eventually go to like 600 or something.
Hell, I'm gonna wait even longer than that. I'll wait till it's down to like 150
For what, a 4K TV?
player.
Oh,
For
well, I'm
as for
talking about the
as for
TV.
TVs, yeah, I'll wait till that's hell. I'll wait till my TV burns out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly, I'm totally happy with mine. So
Yeah, you need a 4K TV for the player, though.
that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you had a 4K Blu-ray player hooked up to a 1080 TV, it would still play it, but it would play it in
I don't think it.
1080.
I don't think it would work.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually. I don't know, because I mean I know like if you hooked like um, a Blu-ray player up to like a 480 TV, it would still play the Blu-ray, but it would play it in 480.
Really?
Yeah, or
Wow.
like if you had like a 720, it would play it at that. It would, um, I don't know. And that's something I should probably look into
Yeah, I
actually.
could be. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause that's my first time hearing you could play a Blu-ray on a for like a regular TV.
Oh yeah, yeah. Back before I got this TV I had now, I used to have one of those big ass old. I don't even remember what type it was, but it was huge. It was huge.
And it
Let's say
had
it this way.
HDMI.
No, I had to run uh
Oh, coax cable.
component. Yeah, yeah. And you know,
What made you
if
get the Blu-ray player?
essentially I everything was going to Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And, I just thought, screw it, what the hell? And then, literally about like a month later or whatever, I got a new TV.
Oh, okay.
I was in
What
the
did you
market
know
for a
you
new
were gonna
TV
get a new
anyways.
TV? Oh yeah,
Yeah, I was planning on getting a new TV, so I thought, you know what, I'll pick up a Blu-ray player. It was cheap, the
yeah.
first one I got, and it came with like 3 Blu-rays, so I was like, what the hell?
That's pretty cool. Did you
Yeah,
watch the Blu-rays before you uh, bought the TV, or did you?
yeah, 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 and it was okay. It was just like watching a DVD,
Yeah. At
nothing
first, were
special.
you really disappointed, or did you know it was gonna look like shit?
I knew it was gonna look like shit, but then I found like on the particular player that I had, you could change the resolution um on the Blu-ray player. So it was kind of weird. So like you could set it like it would normally come out at 1080, but you could set it down at a lower one if you wanted. And so what I ended up trying to do, I put it up to 1080 on a 420 or whatever, and it just sort of blew it in. It sort of like zoomed it in.
Yeah.
But you could tell even then, you could tell how much of a better picture it was going to be with the proper equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and never
Didn't you
looked
say The
back.
Devil's Rejects was one of your first ones?
That was one of my first Blu-rays I picked up that I actually bought.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 that came with it, I've long since got rid of because they were all crap. If I remember right, it was iRobot, The Devil Wears Prada, and something else.
What would make you pick The Devil Wears Prada?
It came with the Blu-ray player.
Oh, you had no choice on them?
No, it was just like, here you go. You get a starter collection. I'm like, okay. I was like, I'd rather get some Blu-rays than none.
Did you
Yeah.
did you watch the Devil Wears Prada?
I never watched it. Not once. I
You probably
actually,
couldn't even get 50 cents for it now,
yeah, probably not. I sold it way back when,
when you
and
can still get some dollars for it, probably.
yeah, yeah. I think I got about like $10 for it or something. Not much, but it was enough to go towards something better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and iRobot, I kept that for a while because that was an okay movie, but I ended up getting rid of that as well.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters, I think, and
Yeah,
never had the urge to see it again.
it was all right, but I got to a point where it was like, am I ever gonna watch this movie again? And I was like, no, I'm not. So might as well pass it along to someone who will.
Yeah. Do you ever go through your collection and get rid of stuff that you know you're not going to see ever again?
Sometimes, I've done that a lot with anime recently.
Yeah.
Like stuff that like I've literally owned for like 10 years and like watched once.
Yeah.
I go through sometimes and just you know just to make a bit more room and everything
Yeah.
for stuff that I know I'll watch more often.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing with finding room.
Yeah. And I mean, hell, it's one thing, when like Blu-rays are one thing because they're pretty small. But when you think back to like DVD box sets and stuff,
Yeah.
that were like 8 discs and everything, and you're like, I've watched this once, and you're like, I don't know,
Yeah, what sucks though is like the box sets look so nice and stuff, but
Yeah,
they take up a ton of room.
they do. They
It's
do.
like it's one of those things like even with Scream Factory, like I
Yeah.
prefer it when they do the single discs or
Yeah.
cases over like the digipacks
Yeah.
like Vincent Price or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, they are saving you a lot of room, but it's still one of those things I don't care though.
Yeah. What I find I do it quite a bit is if I get something with like a decent looking like packaging that's somewhat unique,
Yeah.
I'll put that packaging up on like a shelf, and I'll put the discs in like a multi-pack case and make a cover for it, and you know
Yeah,
just just to free up some more space.
definitely.
Yeah.
Anyways, the next piece of news here we got
Mhm.
is a trailer was released today for Godzilla, the new one.
Yep.
Did you
Yeah.
see it?
I watched it. I'm
Maybe you
hyped.
hyped? Yeah.
Yeah, I love Godzilla. Honestly, it's
See, I'm not a
I
kaiju
just
person.
yeah, it's the sort of thing I've always been a fan of Godzilla ever since I was a kid, and I just love the ending of that trailer. Did you see the ending of it?
I didn't watch the trailer now.
Oh, at the end, you just see a shadow of King Ghidorah come up, and it's like freaking awesome. You're like, oh damn,
Yeah, I'll watch it right now while I'm
yeah.
on here.
It looks pretty damn good, honestly. I mean, I'm not sure about the plot that they're putting forward.
Yeah. What do you
Um,
think of this Millie Bobby Brown being in it?
I like that she's in it. I don't like the fact that apparently she can talk to creatures
Yeah.
or something. You know, I know it's been done before, like in Mothra and everything. You had people that could communicate, but honestly, that seems kind of unnecessary to me.
Yeah.
What makes Godzilla awesome is he's like a giant force of nature that just comes in and like wipes everything out and then just continues on his way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just it. Oh, Vera Farmiga's in it.
Yep.
She's definitely sexy, dude. Like that's what gets me hyped for it.
Yeah, forget the giant monster and
Oh,
hot
Ice
chick.
Cube Jr.'s in it too.
Well,
Didn't know all that. I want to see this King Ghidorah though.
yeah. It's like literally like the last shot.
Was it this big ice thing?
It's after that, right at the very end. You just see like his shadow like rising up, and it's freaking awesome.
So you seeing this in theaters?
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm going the day it's released.
Really? Did you go the
Yeah,
day it was released, the first one?
yeah.
What about the '98 one?
The 98 one as well as Godzilla
Dude,
2000.
look at Mothra. Did you see that thing?
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know. It's definitely kind of neat, you know.
The thing is, though, the last one was just super disappointing to me. Like, you didn't see
Well,
any of the,
yeah,
well, you saw them, but there was nothing with the kaijus until like
I know.
the last half hour.
There was too little of, you know, you go to see a Godzilla movie, you want to see Godzilla. You don't want to see, you know, some
Exactly.
soldiers doing
This
stuff and
is
everything.
actually, it looks good, but
Yeah.
it's too much, dude. Like this
It
is like a special effects spectacle, dude.
I'm sure probably I'm gonna go see it and I'm probably gonna be somewhat disappointed. Um, but you know what? I'm willing to accept it.
I didn't see the shadow.
Didn't you?
It just had
Yeah.
Godzilla yelling or screeching or whatever he does, and then Millie Bobby Brown looking at him.
Huh. I'll have to recheck that because yeah, I'm sure I saw Shadow of Ghidorah at the end. Just the three heads start coming up, and yeah,
Yeah, I didn't see it.
yeah. I don't know. Speaking of Godzilla, there has been the new animated version is now out on Netflix.
Oh yeah, the Netflix thing. I didn't even
The
see the
second
first
movie.
part.
I've seen both of them. The animation is not good.
Would you
The
just watch it
animation.
today?
No, I watched it. I think the day it came out actually.
When did it
Um,
release?
just last week I think. Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
okay.
You know, the animation's not good. It's like computer generated animation. Well, think of this. Have you seen the animation for Ruby?
Yeah,
Think of like first season Ruby.
and that's what it's like.
That's kind of what it's like, but it's made up for by an interesting story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, and it's just kind of cool. This is no spoiler if anyone's seen it. You know, this is all covered in the first movie, but this just makes it awesome. They kill Godzilla in the first movie,
Yeah.
okay? But then it turns out that's not Godzilla. There's another one that's about 800 times bigger.
Oh, that's badass.
It's like a literal planet killer type thing, and it's literally under a mountain.
Yeah, I may have to check it out.
It's
Like I
worth
said, I
watching.
actually like the '98 version.
Oh
Just because
yeah,
I'm not a giant Godzilla fan, and to me it was just like an action movie.
yeah. Well, the whole thing I always reckoned with that if they hadn't named it Godzilla, it would have done a lot better.
Yeah.
I think when it's like with Halloween. You tack the name Halloween onto something, you go in expecting certain things. And if you're not given it, you tend to get pissed off.
Yeah.
Same with Godzilla, you know? You put the name Godzilla on things. I mean, hell, in like the Japanese series, they ended up blowing it up.
Yeah.
They ended up having that Godzilla in it and blowing it up. It's just kind of awesome.
Yeah, man.
It,
But
it was fun though, that one.
yeah. It's hard for me to get into the whole Godzilla universe.
Yeah.
Some people are just
Especially,
hardcore into it. I'm just not one of them.
yeah, I find the thing with the Godzilla movies is, there's two types. You got the serious Godzilla movies, and then you got like the goofy ones.
Yeah.
And the problem is the goofy ones are fun. Don't get me wrong, but they kind of they take it in a completely different direction that doesn't always work.
Yeah, man. The
You know?
yeah. It's weird. I was looking up a bunch of people's like criterion list of
Yeah,
like the most best ones.
yeah.
Dude, Godzilla showed up on like 9 out of 10 of them, dude.
It's a beautiful release, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good release. And honestly, since it's the original, the proper Japanese version, that just makes it all the more better.
Yeah. But
Yep.
yeah, so the next piece of news here is I don't know if you saw this, but NECA is releasing more Michael Myers figures for the new Halloween.
That's cool.
Dude, I'm really stoked about that because no one makes Halloween figures, and
I
the only
know.
ones you can get are like on eBay, and they're like $300, dude.
I
Like
know.
the old movie Maniacs. Remember they used to have the sets where it would be like Loomis and Michael
Yeah.
Myers with the front porch diorama, or
Yeah.
see that's the only way you can get a figure of Michael Myers.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I'm glad I got mine back when Movie Maniacs first did them.
Oh, you have one? See, I never
Yeah.
got one. I wish I
Yeah.
did.
It's just Michael Myers there
Yeah,
with a knife.
oddly enough,
That's it.
though, no other companies ever picked them up.
Well, I
Like
think the
NECA, they've
thing
released
is,
nothing but Leatherface and Chucky and Freddy.
yeah, I think it's just the fact Michael Myers never really changes. He always looks kind of the same.
Yeah. Have you
Like
seen
someone
the
like
figure they're
Jason or
releasing?
whatever. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
It looks just like Michael Myers is dirty.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I could finally get a Michael Myers figure at a reasonable price.
Yeah. Another bit of NECA news. Apparently they're releasing the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth.
That's pretty cool.
That
That would
is,
be
I
a
mean,
really cool looking figure.
yeah.
I'm
And
not
I
the
mean,
biggest fan of the movie, but it'd be a cool figure.
yeah, yeah. It's one of those movies, I don't want to say it's a love it or hate it movie, but it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the next is something I found bizarre, especially because I just watched the movie.
Hmm.
There's a new Attack of the Killer Tomatoes in the works.
I
Did you
know.
hear about that?
I heard about that. I don't know what to make of it. I
I'm
really
down,
don't.
man. I'm down.
Yeah, so am I, but like I don't know whether if it's gonna be good or
Dude, if
or,
there's
or what.
CGI tomatoes, I'm gonna be pissed, dude.
Yeah, I mean honestly, how hard is it to do tomatoes?
Yeah, I mean, if they
Well,
see the movie's so goofy in the first place, they could do it with the big
yeah,
old whatever. I don't even know what they were made of.
like
Like
yeah, like
foam
paper mache
tomatoes or
or
something.
like yeah, it would have charm if
But
they redid
honestly,
it
I
like
would
that.
like it though if they had the actual faces like the cartoon had and stuff, or
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
cover of them.
yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah, I'm
like some of the
interested.
later movies.
Yeah, especially if they got like Clooney to come back or something.
That would be hilarious if they could get George Clooney to come back.
Yeah,
It would
that'd be
be a
badass.
coup that no one would ever see coming.
So yeah, dude,
Yeah,
if the new one did come out though, would that make you go buy the Blu-ray of 1 and 2?
probably.
Yeah, because dude,
Probably.
the MVD transfer,
Yeah.
dude, blew me away, dude. Like that whole movie is in daytime.
Yeah.
The Blu-ray looked amazing, dude.
See, that's awesome.
Like I,
Because, you know,
yeah,
it's the sort of thing you wouldn't think Attack of the Killer Tomatoes could look good.
yeah. I mean, I've never seen the DVD, but yeah, the Blu-ray looked amazing. Like it
Yeah.
makes me want to go get some other MVD titles.
Yeah. I mean, I know I've heard a lot of people talking about that. Like, is it like Abominable or something?
Yeah, I want to
Like
get
some
that
like
too. Yeah,
Yeti movie or whatever.
I
Yeah, they
heard
say
it's like one of
that's.
the best Yeti or Bigfoot movies.
Yeah, I heard that too. I've seen it in the stores. I picked it up. Keep looking at it. You know.
How it's got to be expensive in Canada. It's even expensive here.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
30
not
bucks.
cheap. Yeah, it's about. I think it's about 49 over here, and it's like I find it hard
Pay that much
to
for one movie.
justify. Yeah, especially one that I haven't seen.
But the thing about that though, if you were to buy that from America and ship it there, you'd be paying the
Yeah,
same price.
yeah, probably. You know, it's like if you can get it over there for like 15 or something, then yeah, that's fine. You know, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyways, man.
that's one thing I gotta say about like MDV Rewind and stuff. They need to adjust their prices.
Yeah, definitely. I do like the fact that each release comes with a mini poster.
That's cool.
But dude, have you seen some of their releases, dude? They're bizarre, dude. Like
Yeah,
one's called like Hannah Smiles,
yeah,
and it's like a weird like I don't even know what it is, dude. And then
yeah,
there's another one called like Wind Riders that's about like I don't even the sport wind riding or whatever.
yeah. It's like parasailing or
Yeah,
something.
parasailing. And then there's like another one that's like it's got the homeboy from Two and a Half Men, and it's like,
Yeah,
dude, the line. And then their first release was like that punk documentary.
yeah.
It's such a
It
bizarre line, dude.
it is. I think it's. You know what I honestly think? I think it's just like some guy's passion project.
Yeah, dude.
Some guy who has like a lot of money or whatever who just says, "Oh, you know what? I'd like to see on Blu-ray such a thing," and then they license it and put it out. You know, I don't. It just seems that way to me. I don't know. Yeah,
And then
but
but then they'll have like these action movies, like two Van Damme movies
yeah,
that I've never even heard of, dude. I'm like,
I
what in
know.
the
It's like
world?
I could understand Kickboxer. I could understand Bloodsport. You know, but some of the
Not
ones.
Lionheart and Black Eagle?
No, it's like 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 if you're gonna put out some Van Damme, put out the good ones.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Hopefully they drop the prices eventually.
Yeah.
Same with Vestron. I really wish they'd drop their
Yeah, they're
prices.
crazy with their prices, dude. I was like thinking, dude, I gotta get Dagon and
Yeah,
Beyond Reanimator. That's
yeah,
$60, dude,
I know.
for two
And the thing
movies.
is, when you read the review of Dagon,
Yeah.
it's not exactly a shining review.
What, transfer wise?
Yeah, they're not particularly kind to it.
I'm still gonna
You
get it
know.
though.
Oh, so am I. I mean, it's one
Dude,
of
what
my
I
favorite
fucking hate
Lovecraft
though is you're
movies.
paying more than Arrow and Scream Factory, and they
Yeah,
can't give you any reverse cover art or anything.
yeah.
Like I
That's
like the original Dagon cover art way better than the new one.
yeah. I don't mind the new one,
I
but
hate it, dude. I hate it.
it's all right. But yeah, if you're expecting us to pay those prices, you
Give
know,
us the option for the fucking original art, dude.
yeah,
Especially when all your other releases have original art.
yeah,
Warlock and Wishmaster are their only releases where they have original artwork, and that's okay because it's a box set.
yeah,
It's all of
exactly.
them, dude. But then to
Yeah.
randomly have Dagon have some commissioned artwork is bizarre to me.
The only thing I could think is that the original artwork was lost. You know, I know that's happened in the past for stuff. Like I know when
Yeah, but the
King
DVD
Diamond.
is still available.
That's true. Well, I know when King Diamond re-released a couple of his albums, they had to remake the cover art because the originals were lost, and I guess they couldn't just scan like an existing cover because it wasn't high enough resolution or something. So
That could be it, I guess. I
maybe
mean, I
it's
don't
something
know.
like that, but I don't know.
See, I love the way Beyond Reanimator looks.
Yeah,
They got that original artwork.
yeah, yeah. It's the sort of thing. Honestly, though, I don't know why Vestron ended up with that.
They should have gave it to Arrow. Well, the thing
Yeah,
is, though, I mean, Lionsgate owned that movie, or Artisan, or whoever.
yeah, but I mean, honestly, you know,
Because if Candyman 3 gets a Blu-ray release, it's going to be by Vestron.
yeah, and that
So,
that kind of pisses me off.
yeah, at least Scream Factory got the first two, which we'll get to.
Yeah,
But yeah, definitely. But what makes it more frustrating is the fact with stuff like I got the Arrow version of Reanimator and the Arrow
yeah,
version of Bride of Reanimator,
yeah,
and then I got to go to like a slim Beyond
yeah,
Reanimator case when I have the two thick Arrow case. I don't know.
yeah. And from what I know, I think aren't the menus the very similar on Reanimator and Bride of Reanimator?
Yeah, well, most Arrows have a similar
Yeah,
layout. Like Scream Factory, it's always
yeah,
moving pictures usually with the left side strip of stuff to do.
yeah. So then they're gonna change it up for Beyond Reanimator. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's just a bit annoying.
And what else sucks if Beyond Reanimator was to go to Arrow,
Yeah,
or if they were to release it, you'd have the original artwork
yeah,
and a newly commissioned artwork. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, for sure. And I'm sure they would load it with new features.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Vestron with features. I mean, they put some
No,
good features on their stuff, so I'm not worried about features on it. But
yeah.
uh,
I just think, like if you're going to be paying like nearly $40 or whatever for a Blu-ray, it should have some new features on as well.
yeah,
You
see,
know?
most Arrows when they come out here in America, I can get them on Amazon like the next week of after it releases for like 22 dollars tops.
Yeah, see
The
that
thing
that's
with
that's reasonable.
Yeah, for an Arrow release, but the thing with this Vestron, it's gonna be 27.99 for a long time.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
those don't go down for some reason.
Yeah, I don't get it. I
And
really
if
don't. I
you want
mean,
and if you want the slipcover,
oh yeah,
you're paying the $30 hands down. Because if
yeah,
you wait, you're gonna lose it.
yeah. Well, I mean, I got what's it called, Chopping Mall from Grindhouse. Didn't come with a slip, but I don't really care.
Yeah, man, dude. I'm shocked, dude. You're not getting that waxwork set, dude, from Grindhouse.
Yeah,
Especially he lowered the price on it.
I know. I'm seriously considering it because Waxwork 2 is not that great, but I really like Waxwork 1.
Yo, I love that movie, dude. But I can't, dude. I don't remember if he said he's out of Blood Diner.
Yeah, because he lowered it to 9.99.
Damn, dude, it sucks you missed out on it, man.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe he'll get more in at some point. I
If he
don't know.
gets more, you gotta get it, dude.
Yeah,
That to this day, dude, that's my favorite Vestron release.
yeah,
I love that movie, dude.
yeah.
And the fact that yeah,
It's
that
essentially Blood
director,
Feast, right?
it's exactly pretty much what it is, but it's different
Yeah.
because that's what the story was. And then this Asian woman, she only directed one other film, and that's Drop Dead Fred.
Okay.
So, dude, I guess she like went like recluse, and no one could get any info from her. She wouldn't talk at all. But I guess for this Vestron release, she did like a new commentary, and there's interviews with her, and she seems pretty
Well,
cool.
that's cool.
But yeah, she was like young. She was like 19 or 20 when she directed it.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
But so there's that. Um, try to figure out. Oh yeah, next piece of news I got is thing is really interesting. James Wan
Yep.
directing a techno horror film called Megan, and it's like a doll film or something.
Well, hey.
I'm always
If
down
it's,
for James Wan horror.
yeah, you
I
can't
mean,
go
he's
wrong with
he's a
it.
modern master. He's
He is.
less Fast and the Furious, more horror. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. He
And
does
dude,
horror
Aquaman is
very
doing
well.
Aquaman. Like, I
Yeah.
get it. He keeps trying to branch out, but
Yeah.
it's like, dude, stick with horror, man. Like,
Well, I mean, hell, think of everyone though in the DC universe, and why Aquaman? I mean, could you imagine him doing a Batman movie?
That would be sick, dude. Or the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix that they
Oh
announced.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
He should, dude. He would have been perfect for the Joker, dude.
indeed,
What
definitely.
I think it is I think he's trying to prove that he's
That
just
he's
a
not
money
just a
maker.
hard director.
Not
Yeah,
that he's a money maker. You know what I mean? He could take
yeah,
any franchise. He could take your wackest character and make
yeah,
it a money making movie. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I believe it.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
his Fast and the Furious made fucking crazy money.
yeah. He's probably too good a director for that series.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. Aquaman, I can understand because it's a
Yeah,
superhero movie. Everybody wants that superhero piece of the pie.
yeah,
But
yeah,
Fast and the Furious, dude. I mean,
yeah. Um,
he should have got the card taken away from him then. You know? It's like, dude, boom,
yeah,
let
it's
it
just
slide, dude.
yeah,
Dude, that was yeah. I'm
mm,
like, dude, you're pretty much slapping horror fans in the face by making some dumbass fucking movie like Fast and the Furious.
yeah. I'm quite sure they like drove a dump truck of money up to his house
Oh yeah, dude.
and just
That's
said
like
like,
with the jock douchebags,
yeah,
fucking so stupid, dude. But
yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
uh, the next thing I got, which is fucking sick, Greg Nicotero developing
Hmm.
Creep Show for a
I know
television show, dude, an anthology series.
that is perfect.
I'm not getting my hopes up though, because it said 2019,
Yeah,
and usually stuff like this falls through. Like I
yeah,
remember when M Night Shyamalan was doing the
yeah,
Tales from the Crypt, and I was all hyped, and it falls through
yeah,
because it seems like recently horror anthology shows
yeah.
don't do well. Like they or not
No,
don't they don't get made.
yeah.
Like we've
What
had
I
years
always,
and years of horror shows. Do you
yeah,
realize there's not been a single horror anthology show? Not one,
yeah.
dude.
I know. Not since I think Tales from the Crypt was the last series, wasn't it?
Yeah, dude. There hasn't been any, man. Maybe Fear itself, Masters of Horror.
Yeah,
Those could be considered horror anthology. Well, that's what they were. But there hasn't been
yeah,
like a prime time horror anthology show like Tales from the Dark Side and Tales from the Crypt,
yeah,
like The Hitcher on HBO.
yeah,
Stuff like or The Hitchhiker it was called.
yeah. You know what I think could work, which they never do, but it could be kind of neat if you were to get like an hour slot, and in that hour slot there'd be like two stories,
Yeah,
like two like half-hour stories.
yeah,
I mean, like make each episode like an anthology.
definitely with a host. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that would be cool.
yeah. I'm definitely down with that.
Yeah,
I hope this gets made. I mean, Creep Show, Greg Nicotero. I'd rather it be Tales from the Crypt,
yeah.
but
Creepshow's a good second
yeah,
choice.
yeah, I'm down with it. So yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see how that pans out. Like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up.
No. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. I
And
mean,
yeah, and then my last piece of news here before we get to the Scream Factory announcements,
mhm.
which I'm doing as a separate thing. So if you have
Okay.
news, that's not the
Y-
Scream Factory announcements. So
yeah, I got some.
my last part here is Scream Season 3 will be coming soon because I guess this whole deal thing with Harvey Weinstein is over and that's who it was owned by and I guess that whole assets was bought for like 230 something million dollars.
Well, that's good.
So now they can
You know.
shop it around. So where it was, I guess it may go to a totally different network or something. I don't know. But they said
Yeah.
now it's freed up and can be released. It's already been filmed. I guess it's a 6 episode season and it's a total
Yeah.
reboot, blackified.
Yeah. Uh, we'll see what happens. You know.
I'm
I
excited
know.
for it, dude. I love this show.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
I.
say I love it. Like I'm not like, fiending for it, but I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, I dug the first two seasons. My only wish is that they could have tied it in, tied the third season into these instead of like rebooting it as a whole new thing.
Yeah, I'm just glad they're bringing back the OG mask.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the one in the TV series wasn't bad.
I would have
It
liked
was an
that for a
interesting
separate
mask.
slasher. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Yeah, it could have been its own slasher, much easier. You know, really, that's the thing with the Scream TV show. The Scream name kind of handicapped it.
yeah, it don't. I don't even really look at it as a Scream show.
No, I mean
Do they?
it's
Do
its
they
own
even call it
entity.
Woodsboro? I'm sure
I
they
don't
do.
think
Yeah, I
so.
think they do actually.
Do they?
I think
I
they do.
don't know.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I mean,
Woodsboro High and stuff.
yeah, it could have just called it Woodsboro.
Yeah, that's what it should have been called. Yeah,
Yeah, it would have made more sense, you know. Um, yeah, without the Scream title, I think it would have found its audience more so than it does with the Scream title.
definitely.
Because I think people see Scream and like with Halloween, like with other stuff we mentioned, you know, they have certain expectations.
I think the show actually did really well. Like surprisingly, I think these MTV like teeny
Yeah,
horror shows, I think they do
yeah.
really well. Like
Well, they
Teen
keep.
Wolf was out for like 5 or 6 seasons.
I know it's kind of strange. What I dug about the Scream TV show though was they didn't shy away from like gore and stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I
No.
dug the characters except the short-haired dark girl.
Uh
Or the dark-haired short girl.
oh, the
I, for,
lesbian chick.
yeah, dude, I couldn't stand even the look of her, dude.
I thought she was an interesting character,
Oh,
but
you liked her, dude?
I thought she was interesting. I didn't say I liked her. um, I thought her character had an interesting character arc and everything, but I don't know. It just screamed generic lesbian character.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I didn't dig. She was too, like, trying too hard to be a badass or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's what threw me
Everything
off.
seemed kind of fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the really bitchy one, like the rich girl where her dad was
Oh yeah.
yeah, I liked her. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
they
she
were
was
all
kind of
pretty
like
average.
she was kind of like genuinely like kind of an interesting person.
Yeah. I like it too cuz the main girl, I don't remember her name, but the main
Yeah.
one, her
Yeah.
mom was like in uh New Nightmare and she
Yeah.
was in something else. I don't remember what else, but it was another horror movie.
Yeah. So there's some horror cred there.
Yeah, what's weird is I think that's like the only horror cred in it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
what's weird is I think Wes Craven only saw like was alive for the first episode.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember he died like short. I think he may have died like before the first episode actually even aired. Because I remember sitting there thinking,
It's
I remember
yeah.
watching it thinking, I wonder if they're gonna do like a in memoriam or something.
Yeah. Uh, didn't he? I thought he directed an episode.
No, he never directed it. I think he was a producer,
Or yeah, that must have been it.
but you know that could mean anything. But he was
Yeah.
alive while it was being made, so I'm sure
Yeah.
he's seen it all.
Yeah. It is what it is, right? Unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my last piece of news before the Scream
Yeah.
Factory stuff. So what do you got?
So, yeah, I got a few things. One, the Predator is doing reshoots to
Wow.
add new deaths,
Oh, okay.
and there's going to be no friendly predators.
I'm down with that.
So am I. I think that is the way to go. The whole idea of like friendly predators is stupid.
Yeah. And if I'm always down for more deaths.
Yeah, definitely. And I think also it was to the existing deaths. It was to like up the brutality and violence of said deaths.
That's good. Dude, when I was in the theater today,
Hmm.
I was walking down and they had this like giant predator cutout thing. It was like this predator arm, and he was holding his mask, and it looked sick, dude.
Oh, I've seen that, and it has like, is it
It's
the
in like
one with like
comic
a,
colors or something. It's like orange and pink,
yeah,
and
and it's holding like the severed head of another predator, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
the spine and everything.
yeah, I love that. Have you seen the theatrical one sheet?
I don't
It's a,
think so. I saw
it's
the
a,
one where it's like made out of skulls.
that's it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was sick. That was like the Comic
That
Con
was,
poster. Yeah.
yeah. Apparently that's the theatrical one sheet, and it's beautiful.
Uh,
It
yeah, I
really
love that.
is.
I almost, dude, I was like, I know they'd never do it, but I'd love to just be like, yo, can I buy that Predator
Well,
giant thing? It'd take up like my whole wall, though.
you never know. I mean, they tend, I think from what I know, they just throw them out when they're done.
I heard like all the employees
I think they
take them
probably
home.
get first dibs.
I feel like the Predator one would be one of the first to go.
I would definitely assume so. Yeah, so there's that. Also, we're getting two projects of Child's Play.
Yeah, we got the show, right?
We're getting a TV show which continues from the movie from Cult of Chucky,
Yeah,
and it has Brad Dourif and everyone in it. That's good.
yeah.
And another company is doing a reboot of the movies, but
Uh,
apparently it's going to be something to do with AI.
Stupid.
It is. Honestly,
It's an overload. Either do the show or the movie. You know what I mean?
yeah. Apparently they're going to be very different, obviously.
Well, if
Um,
Brad Dourif's in the show, I doubt he's gonna be a part of the movie. I mean,
yeah, from what I know, he's not part of the movie, and it's like a
straight up, if
different
Brad Dourif ain't
story.
Chucky, I don't want it, dude.
Yeah, I don't even know whether Chucky's even in it
No.
in the movie. I think it's something else. I don't know. Um, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
You know, they've done nothing to convince me that it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that. Well, I'll give the TV series a chance because Brad Dourif.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we got apparently this October they're releasing the second season of the Castlevania anime.
Oh yeah, for Netflix.
Yeah, the first season was pretty damn badass, so have some kind of high expectations for that.
Yeah, I never seen it, so
It's worth watching. It's nice and gory and quite good. So there's that. Next up, Joe Hill's on Nosferatu. I think they're doing it as like a show or a movie or something. Apparently they've cast like some YouTuber as one of the characters.
oh, okay.
So, we're kind of
Yeah, I mean
keeping it
it's
to the
Stephen
family,
King's son, so yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat. Yeah, so there was that. Also, The Gallows 2 has been confirmed, and it's getting an R rating.
Oh, okay. I saw like the first 20 minutes of The Gallows. I'm interested to see it. If I find it cheap somewhere, I'll get it.
Yeah,
Because it's
it's
found
it,
footage. I like found footage.
it's one of those ones. Make sure when you get it, you get the Blu-ray,
Yeah.
simply because the Blu-ray has the original version that the director filmed. He filmed one originally before it got a wide release, and then essentially they went in and like I don't know whether they reshot it or reshot scenes and stuff,
It's got the
but
same actors and stuff.
yeah, same actors, same sets, everything. But honestly, the original version, just for at least for me, I found it to be much more enjoyable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool that it's getting an R rating because the original was PG-13, so it's still it's neat to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, apparently a company called Broke Horror Fan has officially licensed Victor Crowley to be released on VHS,
Oh, okay.
and they're going to release like 100 copies or something.
That'll probably sell good.
I'm sure it will. I mean, the movie itself is not that great.
I still haven't seen it.
um, it's worth
I know you
seeing.
weren't a huge fan. I am gonna get it. I mean,
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
gonna do a Hatchet retrospective soon.
definitely, yeah. It's worth seeing. It's not a bad movie, but it's just after like kind of like the awesomeness that was the first three, it falls short. At least I found.
Yeah, isn't it more with the Asian dude?
Yeah, he's like pretty much the main star, and there's a lot of comedy in it,
Is there a lot of
which
horror royalty in it, like all the first three?
uh honestly I can't really remember anyone. I can't really remember anyone like special.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, there is a scene that involves a jet engine. I'll just say that, which is genuinely hilarious. And there is a scene with a dumbass that says to some girl, "I would have had your babies."
Wow.
So yeah, take that for what you will, but it's honestly, I'd put it like this. The first three Hatchets had comedic elements to them, but they were a horror movie first.
Yeah.
The feeling I kind of get with Victor Crowley is it was the comedy was more prevalent.
Definitely.
That's at least the feeling that I got from watching it. Other people might see it and have a completely different reaction, but that's
Yeah, I've heard a
that
lot
that's
about that a lot. It's a lot
yeah.
more comedy oriented.
Yeah, it's good though. It's pretty funny.
Do you at least
Next
see
bit
a
of
lot of
news.
Victor Crawley in it?
Yeah, and you get to see a bit more of a thinking Victor Crowley.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you an example. It's not really a spoiler, but you know, one girl, whatever, he gets this girl, and
Yeah.
essentially he injures her really badly, and then leaves her and goes away. And you can tell, they even say it in the movie, like it's a trap. He's done it purposely so that they come out to get her. It doesn't work, and he responds in kind, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting, you know. Yeah, next bit of news. Apparently, some uh, filmmakers and they're fans of Halloween for the 40th anniversary have been doing a shot-for-shot remake of some of the scenes from the original Halloween.
Oh,
And
okay.
what I kind of like about this is the fact that it's a fan thing. It's not something that they're not like making a remake of Halloween and shooting every scene. This is something they're doing just out of the love of the movie, and I guess to see if they can do it. And honestly, from what I've seen so far, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether it's ever going to be like released. I think they might release it on like YouTube or something. It's just like certain scenes from what I've heard. But it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. Just two more pieces of news. One, The Exorcist has been dumped onto Amazon.
The seasons, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah. I'm gonna get them. I mean, I
I haven't
dig
seen.
it
I've
as
only
a
saw the
show.
first two episodes. I loved them, dude.
Oh yeah, it gets really good. It's a good show, and honestly, it deserves better than the treatment that Fox are doing.
Yeah. You better get used to it, though, dude.
I know it just really pisses me off. It's like you have this series that did well for them.
Yeah.
For two
Well, are they
seasons.
done with two? They're not doing any more. Like
They're
two's
not,
it.
no, they're ending it too, not doing it anymore. Hopefully someone comes along and saves it,
Yeah. But if
because I mean,
Hannibal couldn't get saved, this ain't gonna get saved, dude.
yeah, I don't know. There's still talk about Hannibal actually.
Yeah, it ain't gonna
I've
get
been,
saved, dude. It's been too long.
I really hope it does because I really
Oh
liked
yeah, I
Hannibal.
loved Hannibal too. But yeah,
It was so mean-spirited. It was awesome.
yeah. See, Hannibal had a bigger fan base than The Exorcist did.
Yeah,
So you know what I mean. So
yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
yeah, what did Hannibal
Yeah.
come out on? Was it
Uh,
Fox or FX or whatever
uh,
Exorcist released on?
I, ooh, I can't remember. Um, I'm trying to see my Blu-rays, but I can't quite make them out from here. Um, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll take a look.
yeah. I don't remember who.
Hannibal TV series. Okay. Uh,
It was on like Fox.
NBC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, so
I mean, we'll
I
see,
don't
but
know.
I highly doubt it'll get
Yeah,
picked up.
I would really like it to.
Yeah,
You know, hold on. Oh, well, apparently in August of 2017, formal conversations on the revival had begun. So, you know,
okay.
I don't know. Hopefully, it would be really nice. It was a great series. Yeah, so there's that. And last bit of news, Neil Blomkamp is directing a sequel to RoboCop,
Yeah, that's a badass.
to the original RoboCop, and he is the right director to do it.
Definitely, he's the perfect director. You couldn't even think of a better director for it.
No. And I mean, hell, you saw, like the love that he was going to put into his Alien release.
Yeah,
If he brings that over to RoboCop,
yeah, that's perfect for him, dude.
yeah.
Like yeah, I couldn't even think of a better director for it. And he's so I assume he's going with a different
He's doing a
look
direct
than the
sequel to
so
the
it's
to the original movie.
so the reboot's completely thrown out the window.
Essentially, everything after part one is totally retconned.
All right, yeah, I'm stoked
So
for
yeah,
it because I didn't
I'm
like the look of the new RoboCop.
it didn't look great. The movie itself was good,
Yeah, it was
but
okay. Okay, I don't
I
think it
I
was that
I
great.
I dug it honestly. But yeah, the RoboCop look is iconic,
Yeah,
and you don't mess with an iconic look.
yeah,
You can change it around a bit, you can modernize it, you can do stuff like that, but you don't mess with it. That's why do you think Jason has had a hockey mask for like the past 30 years or whatever?
yeah,
But because it works and that's an iconic look.
yeah. And they only
Um,
changed it in Jason X.
yeah, and honestly, they still kind of kept it there. It still looked like a hockey mask. Admittedly, like a futuristic, crazy one, but
Yeah,
uh, yeah. But the RoboCop look should never have been touched.
no,
They could have modernized it. I liked the scene in the movie where they're looking through all like these armor designs and I said like this one tested well with like prisoners and it was the original RoboCop design.
oh really?
Yeah, I thought that was a really neat little thing. Um, I dug the idea of like black armor. I thought
Yeah,
that kind of worked, but
nah. To me, he's got to have the silver armor, like in
yeah,
the original.
what I think would have worked if you'd had the black and then you got battle damaged
Yeah,
and you'd see all the silver shining through.
yeah, that'd be
That
cool.
that that could be cool, you know. Yeah, but apparently it's going to retcon, everything after part one. So you can forget about part two, can forget about part three. Well, then again, everyone should forget about part three.
Yeah, I still want to buy the Scream Factory version of it,
Yeah, I
and I gotta
mean,
get part two also.
yeah, I got part one and I got the remake, and honestly,
Part
I'm
two though is a good man.
part two is a good movie. Um, I don't know. There's just something about it. It never had the impact that part one did for me.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was. Maybe I just thought part one was such like a better movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for news for me.
All right, man. So now we can get to the Scream Factory releases here.
Yep.
So we've already said on the old podcast that, or the last episode that we did the Rec box set and
Yep.
Brain Scan and
Yep.
what other there was another Brain Dead. Yeah, they did Brain Dead.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that was pretty cool to begin with. I thought they were
Yeah.
already, going ham with that. But
Yeah.
they just now released or announced at Comic Con Urban Legend uh,
Yep.
2-pack or whatever. I think
Yeah.
both of them are going to be in the same release.
Probably, I would
Yeah,
assume.
I think it's Urban Legend and Urban Legends,
Yep.
or the Final Cut, or whatever the hell that one was called.
Yeah.
See, I don't know, man. Now it's making me wonder: do I want to get the 3-pack, the trilogy, the foreign trilogy, or do I want to get the collector's edition apart? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh
Because like, there's no features on the Blu-ray trilogy, but
yeah. Phew. You know what? I'm gonna check just right now what it
it's the
like.
thing. It's like, would I rather? I have the choice of either getting the collector's edition of part 1 and 2, and then getting a DVD of Bloody
Yeah.
Mary, or getting the trilogy on Blu-ray. You know what I mean, with no features and
Yeah. It's one of those things like we can get into this a bit more when we get to Candyman, but it's the sort of thing you have to weigh up, you know, which is more important, like you know, the features or the movies themselves, or I don't know, it's
yeah, I
I don't
don't
know.
know, man.
I mean,
It's
because
I'll probably realistically I'll end up getting the Scream Factories and just getting a DVD of Bloody Mary.
yeah, I mean, Bloody Mary isn't good.
Yeah, it'll be worth like I'm sure you can get it for $6 or $7 on
Yeah.
Amazon.
Okay, so yeah, they're yeah, two different collector's editions. Well, collector's edition for part one and just like a normal edition for part two.
Yeah.
Looks like so.
Or
Let's
I
take
may
a look.
just go the route of getting the trilogy Blu-ray and then just getting the collector's edition of part 1.
I tell you what, I really like this new cover.
For Urban Legend?
Yeah, for the first one.
Oh, they already got cover art for it?
Yeah, for both of them.
Send
Let's
that over on
see.
Skype, man.
Yeah, sure. It. I actually kind of really like that. I'll
Do they got the
save
dude
that.
hanging above the car on the cover?
N- No, it's got kind of like I almost want to say it looks almost like well, here I'll send it to you.
Do they have artworks released
Info.
for all the announcements, or
Yeah, pretty much. Uh, okay, here we go. Come on. Okay, so that's part one. Yeah. Part two is just the standard,
yeah, like the
you know.
fencing mask or whatever?
Yeah, it's not a great cover. Um, yeah. I just want to see here if it says anything for.
It's
I
okay. I don't know.
I actually kind of like it. I don't know. It's got kind of like this.
It looks like the Thing.
Exactly. It has. I was gonna say it has like a Thing feel to it.
Yeah, it looks
I kind of
okay.
like it. You know.
Now the
I'll.
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 artwork I want to see, dude.
Uh,
Have they announced that?
I'll take a look. Silent Night.
Dude, is it weird though that that's my favorite announcement out of all of them, dude?
No, not at all. Because honestly, that's a really fun movie.
Dude, I was shocked, dude. I never in a million years would have
Yeah.
thought that Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 would get a collector's edition release, dude.
Yeah. Doesn't look like they have the artwork for that yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
dude, I
was
was
a bit of a
like,
shame.
dude, I couldn't believe it, bro. Like,
I I know. Well,
like I would
well,
have thought for sure they would have added that with part one. It
it
was
would
like
have
a,
made perfect sense as
dude,
like a second disc or something.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna sell that well, man. Like, I'm buying it. I love the movie.
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people are gonna rush out to buy that though.
probably not.
I mean,
You
I
know,
love it just for the, even if only it's like 30 minutes of new footage.
yeah. I think that's probably why it's getting a release, because they have all the remastered footage from the first one. It's probably really simple to
Oh
do
yeah,
part two, you know?
you already know. I mean, it's a collector's edition, so that means they're gonna have something to do with Ricky, or
Oh yeah,
they're
definitely.
gonna have a commentary or some kind of interview or something with him.
They have to.
Because
They
he
have to.
didn't know there was fans until like a year or two ago.
You hear that a lot, actually.
Yeah, but with
You
him
know,
it was weird. Like Pizzao or whatever, you know who he is, right?
yeah,
YouTube reviewer. He said he was like a huge fan of him and he was talking to him. And
yeah,
the actor said like someone told him about it or something that they were looking for him. He
yeah,
said like people were looking for him for years and he had no idea, and he said he was
yeah,
like shocked that people even gave a shit about the movie. So
yeah.
he
Well,
started like getting posters printed, and you can go on his site and get a poster of it signed by him and stuff. And now he goes to conventions. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's the sort of thing. It's a cult classic,
yeah, so
you know?
you know when he when Scream Factory announced him, or probably went up to him, you know
Yeah,
he probably jumped at the chance to
I'm
do some
sure of
stuff
it.
for it, because I think he was just a normal dude like working a regular 9 to 5 job.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think there was any. He was just literally some guy. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, right now in the background, I got this rap duo on called Right Cheek, Left Cheek.
Okay.
There are these two midget female rappers, dude. I'm
Okay.
not even hearing the music because I don't want to interfere with the video. It's crazy, dude. I don't even know how I came across it. But
Yeah.
anyways, the next announcement they got is, we already obviously discussed Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Yep.
That's my favorite announcement out of the whole thing. Um,
Yeah.
Candyman.
Yeah.
So what are you getting, the Arrow version or Scream Factory?
I don't know. I've been comparing the two,
I
and
like the art to Scream Factory a little better.
see, really, I'm not really digging the Scream Factory art.
Really? So you like, see, Arrows
I
looks more
kind of,
deluxe.
yeah, I like the Arrow one better, but the Scream Factory looks to have more special features.
Really?
I mean, it's got two more commentaries.
Really?
The Arrow one just has the two new commentaries. So, Tony Todd and the director and the authors, Stephen Jones and Kim Newman, where the Scream Factory one has the one with Bernard Rose, Clive Barker, Alan Poole, and actors and everything,
See,
and
commentaries
one,
are my favorite features, so that's the one I'd
oh
get,
yeah,
hands down.
yeah, and it has one moderated by Adam Green, you know, and it also looks to have Sweets to the Sweet, the Candyman mythos. So I guess it's like a behind the scenes thing. Um,
Okay.
that the that the Arrow one doesn't look to have. But then again, from what I've heard, you know, this might not be all of the features listed on either release. Because it says, like on the Scream Factory one, says additional extras in progress and will be announced at a later date. So we'll see when they come out. But honestly, yeah, I really prefer the Arrow cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I like the packaging Arrows better, obviously. It's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
thick hard box.
Yeah.
But I'm glad, though, that it is getting an official release, even though I
Oh,
actually
it's
do
about damn
already
time.
own it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, so do I. So it'll be either a double or triple buy for me.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it'll have a new transfer, so I'm interested. Because the Candyman transfer, begin with wasn't amazing to begin with. Like it
No.
was a
No.
subpar Blu-ray release, bare bones. So
Yeah.
now this next one, I'm sure this has to have a Blu-ray. The
Mhm.
Craft.
That already has a Blu-ray. I have the Blu-ray of it.
Okay, like an American Region One release it has already.
I have a German release, but I
Yeah, I was
think
gonna.
I think there's an American release. I
Okay,
think. I'll take a look. But
I'll pick this up eventually. It won't be a day one buy, but when it gets
I,
down to like 15, I'll buy it.
yeah, I've always kind of liked The Craft. Honestly, when I was a kid, I saw it in the theater about 15 times.
Really. I
Yeah.
think that one chick is so hot, dude. That Veruca girl.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a Sony Pictures Blu-ray. Let's take a look. Director's commentary, Conjuring the Craft, original behind the scenes of Craft, and deleted scenes. So I'm quite sure there'll be a hell of a lot more on like a Scream release.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see the new cover for that.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll see if that's up yet. You never know. Um, yeah, I always kind of liked The Craft. Like I said, I saw it about 15 times in the theater when I was a
Yeah, there's a
kid.
lot. All of them are hot, dude.
Yeah,
Neve Campbell.
yeah. I always dug it kind of, also because it was at a dollar theater by me,
Yeah,
so I could literally go like, every night for like 2 weeks and go see it, and it was something to do. So yeah, no results yet. So I guess they don't have the artwork for it
yeah,
yet. But that's a movie I think also that doesn't get really the love it deserves.
yeah.
Yeah.
The So yeah, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
And the last thing, I mean, they released a Hammer title, which I don't care about.
Yeah.
You may care about it though. I don't know.
I think it's is it Satanic
Dr-
Rites of Dracula or
it's Dracula something, but
yeah, it's I don't know. I've got a lot of the Dracula ones on Blu-ray already from um Universal, I think it is, or some company. If I don't have it, maybe I'll pick it up. I mean, the Hammer Dracula ones were always awesome.
yeah,
He honestly made one of the best Draculas around, did Christopher Lee.
yeah, man. Was there another one? Like, I'm saving the box set for the last one. Was there another
Mm.
one that was released or
Um,
announced? Another,
I know they announced Sleepwalkers.
really?
Yeah.
I
Uh,
didn't see that in the post I saw.
yeah, I'll see if I can just bring it up here.
Was it a collector's edition of
I
Sleepwalkers?
I think it might have been.
Because that already has a Blu-ray too. See,
Yeah,
that's the thing. Everything they're pretty much most of what they're announcing
yeah,
already has Blu-ray releases. Like Brain Scan is amazing.
yeah.
You know, a lot of the stuff, Brain Dead, like Critters, which we'll get to.
Oh yeah.
That like all that stuff, dude. That's like
Okay, here we go. So, Candyman, Sleepwalkers, and it looks. I'm trying to bring this up a bit bigger
it's
so I
the
can
Stephen
see.
King one.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially, the cat monsters who drive
Yeah,
cars.
they could do a if I'll get it. I dig the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
And if it has some new cover art, or is this just a standard release?
It looks to have new cover art. Obviously, yeah, new cover art. It's a collector's edition, so pretty cool. What else here? Single white female. I don't really care,
Single White
honestly.
Feast. They announced that.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not a big fan, personally.
It was okay. I dig
Yeah,
that movie a little bit. It's like a typical thriller, late '90s thriller.
yeah. Saturday the 14th. They announced that.
That's
Oh,
stupid.
shit.
But
They've announced Screamers.
I don't think I heard of that movie.
Oh my god, that's that one with uh Peter Weller in it, and it's like a sci-fi horror, and like I guess this guy goes to this planet or whatever, and there's like all these like little robot things that kill people. It's an awesome movie. It really is.
Oh, I may have to
That
check it out. I like Peter Weller.
Yeah, that's a good flick. What else? 10 to Midnight with Charles Bronson.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're gonna get that.
Yeah, dude. I
Yeah,
never even heard of the movie.
yeah.
And it's a horror movie with Charles Bronson.
I I don't know. Let me see here. Uh, Craft, Critters, Obsession, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, Screamers, Night, Deadly Night, Sleepwalkers, Starman, Urban Legend. Come on. Uh, where's the thing? There it is. It was right at the top. I'm stupid. Here we go. Charles Bronson exploitation favorite from Canon Films.
Oh, it's canon too.
Yeah,
Ooh.
which is really a slasher film in disguise. We'll be getting an
While I'm
upgrade
talking
with
here,
all new film
I'm gonna
transfer.
look up a trailer now.
Yeah, I mean, well, hell, it's Charles Bronson. You don't need any other reason.
Oh, I'm buying it for sure. What does the cover look like?
It just shows the old poster, so it's
Is
not
he
showing.
on the cover?
Yeah,
And what's it called?
yeah.
10 to Midnight?
10 to Midnight with the number 10.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's going to be a collector's edition, so
Wow.
yeah.
Dude,
Early.
I like that better than Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
83 it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the trailer on right now, dude. That makes me stoked, dude.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, while you're on there, just check out the the trailer for Screamers as well, because that movie actually really kicks ass.
Yeah. Dude, this trailer looks badass, dude.
Well, let's be honest. Anything with Charles Bronson on it
It
is
could just
kind
be
of
him
badass.
standing there. You'd be like, damn, this trailer looks fucking sick.
Yeah, it's totally like that episode of The Simpsons, where they end up going to Bronson, Missouri, and everyone is Charles Bronson.
I wonder if that's on YouTube, because I've never seen that.
I'm sure it must be. I mean, there's like babies like asking for cookies, like, can I get some cookies? And it's like, no dice. It's like, this isn't over.
Dude,
It's great.
This 10 to Midnight, though, looks really good, man. This dude's, like, butt-ass naked, like, stabbing women.
Well,
There's, like, in the trailer, he's, like, hauling ass down the street naked with this knife.
oh man, yeah, I'm actually kind of hyped about that one as well.
Yeah,
That
the
looks.
killer looks like Jim Carrey. Bronson's like a detective.
Well, let's be honest. Bronson is Bronson. Doesn't matter what he's in. He's.
Yeah. Dude, I'm hyped for this, man. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So you picking that up, too?
definitely. That's a definite pickup for me. I mean, Charles Bronson's awesome.
Yeah. There's another Bronson movie I gotta buy, too. I've never seen it. It's called Murphy's Law.
Okay.
It's like it was around like Death Wish 3 era
Ah.
canon films, and it was a typical Bronson movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
95, is that when Screamers
Yeah.
came out?
Yeah. It's a pretty badass flick, really.
I was expecting this to be like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Peter Weller.
Yeah.
But anyways, so now the final thing, like the other ones
Yeah.
now like the Dracula one I could care less about.
Yeah.
Obviously 10 to Midnight's my most hyped one.
Yeah.
You know, this Screamers looks pretty cool. Just said it's from the author of Blade Runner and Total Recall.
Yeah. It's quite a good flick, and from what I know, people have been requesting it for a
Yeah.
while. So
Dude, it looks
that's
there's like
kinda
this
cool.
like burrowing under the sand, like tremors or something.
yeah, and they're like mechanical things. It's awesome. It really
Yeah,
is.
buzz saws and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I may pick that up too.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be worth it.
But anyway, so now to the like main thing, where it was
Yep.
like a big thing, the Critters box set.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy it. It's been years since I've seen Critters 1 and 2, and I've never seen 3 or 4. I
Yeah,
know DiCaprio's one. One of them.
That yeah, he's in part three. Essentially, it goes kind of like this. Part one is like awesome. Part two is really good. Part three is kind of meh. And part four is just ugh.
Isn't part 4 in space or something?
Yeah. Essentially, well, let's say this: the covers for part three and four are the exact same cover. They've just taken a picture and overlaid it over different things.
Yeah, so was the
That's
first one the
how
only theatrical one?
I think they did a theatrical for part two as well.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, the first two are my favorites. You know,
Yeah.
it really pisses me off because literally about like 3 days ago, I bought the DVD box set.
What, the 4-pack?
Yeah, it was $10. So it's not a lot, but
Did you open it already?
yeah, already
Uh,
opened it. But I mean, hell, it's Critters. You can't go wrong.
yeah.
And honestly, it's going to be November before the box set comes out, so
It'll give you enough time to forget that you bought the set.
yeah. And
Yeah.
there'll
Dude,
be
it
new.
looks...
I'm sure there'll be new features as well.
Oh, for sure. I
Yeah,
love the fact that they're all getting their own case and their own cover art.
yeah. That's kind of cool with
Yeah.
Scream Factory. They've kind of, I don't know whether I want to say they've learned, but they seem to have realized that when you release something like a set, we want, like, as fans, we want separate releases for each one.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Definitely. What sucks though about the next upcoming months is like most time when I buy movies, I'll do
mm,
like half new stuff, like
yeah,
new releases, and then I'll reserve like half the money for old
yeah,
releases, like stuff that had come out maybe last year or the year before that
yeah,
I never picked up. That it's like I'm
yeah,
finally getting around to. Dude,
yeah.
these next few months, dude, all my money's gonna go towards brand new releases.
I know. I
Like, there's
hear
so
you.
much good stuff coming out, dude. Like, a lot of the stuff that I missed out on the past few years are gonna have to take like a back seat for the next few.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, and it's the sort of thing. I mean, it's not like. Well, luckily, a lot of like the stuff that you end up passing on is stuff that isn't going to go out of print.
Yeah,
Usually like stuff you pass on for a reason.
yeah. You can usually tell what company to get
Yeah,
stuff for. Yeah, but there's always that like worry that it will go out of print because, dude, like some companies will let you know.
yeah.
But dude, like Vestron, I think Chopping Mall and Blood Diner are going out of print. Like if you go on Amazon, I don't think there's. I think the only way you could buy it is from like third-party sellers.
Wow.
I think that's why Grindhouse got them so cheap.
Well, hey, good for us, I
Yeah,
guess. You
but
know.
that just goes. Yeah, so with Vestron, it's one of those things where if you want a Vestron title, I'd get them quick.
Yeah.
But
Get
like I
them
know
while you
Scream
can.
Factory, I know they announce when something's going out of print.
Yeah.
Like I know Unearthed announces when it's going out of print, and Arrow I know does. I know on Facebook Arrow will tell you like,
Yeah.
oh, our stock's getting low, so buy it.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
It's just
because basically they're telling you like we only have a couple left in our store, but there's a bunch out in the wild, so go
yeah.
snatch them up.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
But yeah, so I'm definitely buying the Critters set. I'm more
Yeah.
so for the Rex set though, just
Yeah.
because I love that first one and I haven't seen it in forever and I don't own any of them.
I'll tell you right now, part two's better.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, part two takes everything the part one did right and multiplies it and takes out everything it did wrong.
Nice. And
And
then
it's like literally like a direct. I want to say, yeah, it's like a direct sequel, really.
are there 3 or 4?
There's four.
Yeah, I know the other two just go off to a whole different thing, like a
Part
Resident
three,
Evil kind of vibe or something.
yeah, part three goes completely in a weird direction. It goes way, way different. Part four gets kind of back into it, but none of them have the impact of the first two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it as far as the Scream Factory announcements go.
Yep.
Now we can get to See. I figured I'll announce things that are coming out the next 3 weeks, which
Yeah.
there isn't a whole lot. That's the only reason why I did 3 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
This week, I think the only horror title really is like Truth or Dare,
Yeah.
which I could give a shit about, but
Yeah.
and I think
I
everyone else
remember
could
you
give a shit
said
about.
I remember you said about that, and I have no interest in it.
Yeah, dude. If it comes on Netflix, I'd maybe watch it. Even then, I don't even think I'd suggest it. Um,
Yeah.
and then next week we have In the Mouth of Madness, but you can already. The thing with movies now, it's not like back in the day. Like most of these you could buy now. Like like In the
Yeah.
Mouth of Madness releases next week, but if you go to Grindhouse Video, you could get it sent to you right now. So
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because I know one thing I always
Amazon
found
won't
kind of
do it though
weird.
for some reason.
Amazon won't do it, and now Diabolic won't do it with Scream Factory.
Yeah, but I think that's just because of yeah, that is weird. I don't know. But did you even hear on the
I think,
updates, Mike? Like at
yeah,
Scream Factory, he said Scream Factory doesn't give them pre-order links until they release because like that's the way. Basically, he didn't tell Mike he couldn't sell them early, but they won't give him
yeah,
links or something to be able to do it,
yeah,
or his
it,
distributor or something.
yeah, it's kind of,
I
I don't
get
know.
it though. I mean, I
Yeah,
get it. The thing is, though, to me, it's bizarre that they're sending them out before release date. I like it, but I
yeah,
don't like it at the same time. You know what I
I
mean?
know. It's like, why bother with a release date if you can send
Exactly.
them out early? Hell, I always remember years ago, I picked up The Dark Knight, and I got it, I kid you not, a month before release date.
Wow.
It came into a store by me, and they were a company that, as soon as they got it in, it went on sale.
Yeah. Uh,
You know, S-
yeah.
so
It's like
literally a month before.
yeah. It
It
just
was
sucks
crazy.
though. Like I like it though because obviously you get it earlier.
Oh yeah,
But I don't like the fact that it's like it's like oh next week In the Mouth of Madness comes out, but it's like there's no hypeness for it because it's already old news.
yeah,
So it's definitely bizarre. But
yeah,
like Beyond Reanimator and Dagon get released next week. As
yeah,
far as I know, those haven't been like I don't think Grindhouse has them yet. So I think
yeah,
those will be. I think maybe people will probably get them like a day or two early, but that you'll get those pretty close to release date.
yeah. I'm sure.
And then the next one I'm stoked for is that slasher video by Olive.
Yeah.
I love a lot of their releases, and they're releasing their first modern film
Oh,
called
that's cool.
Streets of Vengeance, and it's a modern homage to like women revenge films.
Oh, okay.
So it has like an 80s vibe. I think they're purposely make it look 80s and it's like over the top action with women.
That's cool.
I'm gonna get it, dude. It looks badass and I love slasher video. And
Yeah,
their releases, at least in America, are cheap, dude. Like
yeah.
brand new you can get a slasher title for 15.
See that I love stuff like that.
Yeah, because they
Uh,
know the movie's shit. I mean, you know what I
yeah. Well,
mean? It's
the
one of
thing
those
is, even if it's shit, you've paid $15 for it. What else would you buy for $15?
yeah,
You could maybe buy like a lottery ticket or something.
yeah.
You know, this way, you've seen a movie. Yeah, it might have been kind of crappy, but
It's for the
it's
collectible.
not.
It's one of those things I know it's gonna be crappy, but that's what I'm going
Yeah,
in wanting.
yeah,
I want a crappy, but I'm not going in expecting not crap. You know what I mean by crappy? Like
yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
be cheesy, poorly lit, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
But that's what I'm expecting. So I'll
yeah.
happily pay. But I don't want to pay. I wouldn't want to pay 20 or 25 for it.
No, I definitely see where you're coming from. I mean, that like I've mentioned it before. That's one thing that always pissed me off about the Toolbox Murders too. You know,
Yeah.
I paid $30 for that,
Oh, yeah.
and
I'd be
and it
pissed.
was complete crap. I was genuinely pissed off about it, and it's simply because of the price. Had it been $15, I wouldn't have cared. I may have actually liked it
Yeah.
at $15,
See, yeah, I
but
can probably get it brand new for 12 to 15. That's why I'd take a
yeah,
chance on it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you go in knowing it's not good, um, you know, could maybe have some fun. There's some good effects in it. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, man. So there's that, and then in 2 weeks we got Dark Crimes, which I really want to see. That's that Jim Carrey movie.
Oh
It
yeah.
looks
Yeah.
basically like a Tenebrae remake.
Yeah.
And Piranha 2 gets released by Scream Factory.
I'm glad they finally got that out.
Yeah, you gonna get it?
I think I might. Maybe not right away, but I'm gonna. I will pick it up because I mean I have the first Piranha, and
Yeah,
I have the what's it called ones also the Piranha 3D and everything.
yeah. So
They're
that's
they're
pretty
always kind of
cool.
fun.
And it's a
Yeah.
James Cameron film, so
Yeah, though I'm pretty sure he'd like to leave that off of his resume.
yeah, man. And the last one of note that week is Village of the Damned, put out by Warner Archive. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not hyped for it, but
Eh, Village of the Damned is one of those movies that, uh, if you're in the mood for it, it's okay. But it's not a movie that like I could watch like again and again and again.
the problem with me is they didn't include the sequel like every DVD did.
Oh, Children of the Damned, yeah. Um,
That should
yeah,
have been a double pack. I mean, every
yeah,
DVD of it was double pack.
yeah. And I mean, it is pretty much one narrative, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It would. That's something I always thought they should have when they did the remake with Kirstie Alley when they released the Blu-ray of that Scream Factory.
yeah,
They should have got the rights to the original somehow and done a double feature
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff
because
that should have been a double feature. Like,
yeah,
realistically, Silent Night, Deadly Night should have been a double feature, man. Like, there's
yeah,
no... I'm stoked that part 2 is getting a Blu-ray release because I want it
yeah,
on Blu-ray, but
yeah,
realistically, it should have been like a special feature or a double
yeah,
feature with the part 1. There's no reason why we should have to pay an extra 20 for it. I mean, I will,
yeah.
but I shouldn't have to.
I know what you mean. I mean, yeah. Sometimes it's just well, at least they're doing a collector's edition of it.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
what's shocking to me, dude. Like, wouldn't you have thought for sure that would have been a just a standalone release? Like,
yeah.
no, yeah, that's weird. It's getting a collector's edition.
All I can think is it must be there's such like a cult following for it that it warrants it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we'll see. I mean,
yeah,
see. What's crazy is I would have said part 2 will never get a Blu-ray release for sure, and now
yeah,
it's like now I'm saying there's no way part 3 through 5 are gonna get it, but now you never know, man.
yeah. I mean, hell, you could even do like 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. You could do like a triple pack.
Yeah, that's what I think they'd have
You
to
know?
do. Cause dude, the one with Mickey Rooney,
Yeah,
I think it's part 5,
yeah.
was actually okay. Like that was pretty
Oh yeah,
decent, dude.
yeah,
Like that whole animated dummy thing or whatever he
yeah.
was actually pretty creepy, dude. But part 3 with Otis from, you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, the one where he had like the salad bowl on his
Yeah,
head.
that was awful, dude. Like, I literally
Yeah,
hated watching that movie, dude. Like, about
yeah,
halfway through, I realized this was going to be awful.
yeah,
And, dude, it was boring, dude. Like, I hated that movie.
yeah. I mean, honestly, it's the sort of thing that would have been better being. How can I describe it? It would have been better as a standalone flick. They tied it into the first two, and that one should have been a standalone like 4 and 5 were.
Yeah, man.
Just kind of their own stories. Don't have a killer with a salad bowl on his head.
Yeah. So, you want to get to the mini review of Evil Within?
I Yeah, sure. Oh, we should mention, of course, coming up soon is Song of Solomon is getting released.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, I try to
Yeah,
keep it into the 3 weeks because
yeah,
that way we have
but
releases to talk about every podcast.
yeah, but you never know because I mean, it might ship out early from Grindhouse, so
Yeah.
it could be in the next
What's the
3
release
weeks.
date of that?
August, beginning of
August what?
August.
Do you know?
It's like I think it's like August like 11th or something. I seem to think.
Yeah.
I'll
See,
just I'll just check.
next time I get paid, I'm gonna pre-order it because I want that poster.
Oh, definitely. And the poster's huge, eh?
Yeah. I love
It's
that cover art too, man.
yeah. Yeah, the poster's like a like full theatrical size from what I know.
Yeah.
Grindhouse Video. There we go. Yeah, I mean, my one gripe is kind of they're not doing Sacrifice as a big, you know, like special edition like they did the other three.
Yeah, it is weird. At
Yeah.
least Song of Solomon's getting a 3 disc.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Because I know Sacrifice comes out in September.
yeah. Here we go. Um,
That'd be cool if they're able to get a poster for,
August 14th.
alright, yeah. So I still got a
Yeah.
little bit of time to pre-order it.
Yeah,
Unless it ships early. We'll see.
yeah, and yeah. Apparently,
When
it's
you
a big like.
pre-order, when you pre-ordered Unearthed in the past, does it usually come earlier?
Um, I don't know. I've never pre-ordered from Grindhouse
Yeah.
for Unearthed stuff. I have from like Amazon and stuff like that, and they, you know how they are.
Yeah. So
They
you
ship
already
when they wanna.
pre-ordered the both of them?
I just pre-ordered Song of Solomon
Yeah.
simply because
You want the poster?
well, yeah, for one. But one thing that I I don't want to say I have a problem with Grindhouse Video with this, but it's more of a problem with PayPal.
Yeah.
If you pay with PayPal,
You have to, don't
and
you?
you pre-order, yeah, the money goes out right away.
See,
You
that's
know,
what I like, man.
I dig it, except for the fact, like, like if you order from Amazon, they don't take the money till
It
they,
ships.
yeah,
The
you
thing
know,
with that, though, is I'd rather them take it right away. That way I don't have to think about it ever again.
that's
They
true.
got the money to ship me the shit when it's ready, but... Because I always fear, though, like, if it's a pre-order and they say we don't charge you till it ships, I won't pre-order it.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to have to worry that, okay, 30's got to stay in my account. You know what I mean? I don't want to
yeah,
have to worry about that.
that's true. The only thing I dig is when you get it from Amazon, for example, is if you pre-order it now and it comes out in like 6 months, whatever the lowest price is from now till then, that's what you get it for.
Really.
Yeah,
And
that's how
and they keep track of it. Like if it went down
yeah,
to 10,
yeah.
like
I mean, how? What was it? I got something. It was like I got Lone Wolf and Cub, the set, and I got it for $15
wow.
because someone had I guess they'd done a misprint. I guess it was supposed to be 51, and they put in 15, but since I ordered it at 15, that's what I got it for.
Wow. So
Yeah,
that's when you put the order in was
yeah. You it and if it dropped below that after I put the order in, I get it at the lower price. It's good that way, but there are drawbacks as well.
yeah.
In that one, you have to keep track of when it's going to come out and everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'd rather it just be done with.
yeah, it's certainly easier just to be done with, but it can be a little annoying if you spend money now and then you're not getting it for like a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd like it to where like it's pre-ordered, but you can still spend the money, but just make sure it's there when it does come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's like a slight gripe. It's kind of the one problem. It's kind of the one problem with paying with PayPal for stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do you have
We
anything else?
um no, that looks that. Oh yeah. Just two bits of vinyl news. We're getting releases of Friday the 13th Part 5 and Big Trouble in Little China.
From Waxwork?
Yeah.
What's the cover of part 5 look like?
From I think I don't know.
I
It
still need
looks
to
pretty
get their...
good from what I remember.
Yeah, I still need to get their part 4.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of kicking ass.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I kick myself that I missed out. I'm sure you've seen it, that blood-filled record of part 1.
Yeah.
That's like way out of print. I mean,
Yeah. That's the one problem I have with collecting vinyl. You know,
that's how quick it goes out.
yeah, it's so
I can't
um
believe you still haven't pulled the trigger on it, dude. I just now
I
thought
know.
of that.
I literally I went on to get it and like it was going to be something like $98 over here. So I was like, no.
Yeah, it ain't
So
worth that. What
and you
site
know,
was that from?
that was from Amazon, you know, and I've checked Discogs, you know.
What about
Uh,
FYE?
I don't know if they'll ship to Canada or not.
They may. That's where I got it.
Yeah, I may have to check that out, you know, cuz
You're
it
getting
get it get
marbled red records instead of the 3 colors, but I
yeah,
mean, at least
I'm
you'd be
with
getting
that.
it, and realistically, the FYE version is going to go for more. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an alternate thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think I'll check out and see if they ship to Canada, because that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely something you don't want to miss out on, dude. It's the best looking record in my whole entire collection.
that's cool. I mean,
Dude, like I don't think you understand how thick this thing looks, dude.
it's
Like it's
three
heavy,
three
dude.
disc, right?
Yeah, it's like a trifold thing, dude, but it's heavy, man.
That's cool.
And it comes with an it balloon, and it comes with like, did I show you the little one sheet it comes with where it looks like a newspaper? And
Yeah,
it
yeah,
gives you directions on to fold it into a boat and stuff, which I
that,
didn't do, but it's cool.
yeah,
It has that option.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely on my to get list. So
Yeah,
I'm keeping my eyes out for like a
yeah.
good
It'll
price
only.
and
It's not
everything.
gonna get cheaper, man.
Probably not. Yeah. I mean, unless they reissue it at some point. Maybe if they reissued it when Chapter 2 comes out.
Yeah. Although I don't think Waxwork though reissues stuff.
I don't think so. I
Like
mean,
I think once their stuff's gone, it's gone. Like
yeah,
I know like their Friday the 13th stuff
yeah,
never comes back in print. There's some other ones like Reanimator, obviously,
yeah,
never went back into print. There was a couple other ones too. Like
yeah.
I don't remember. I think Tales from the Dark Side's out of print now.
I I would assume so because that's quite an old release, isn't it?
Yeah. There's two I gotta get, dude, before they go out of print. I gotta get Tourist Trap
Yeah,
just because I love that cover, dude, and
yeah.
I want to get the Black Christmas
Yeah,
because
that's
I
cool.
love that cover too.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, vinyl is like I'm glad it's getting like a big resurgence,
Yeah.
but in a way, I kind of wish it wasn't.
Yeah, because it's so expensive, dude.
It is. I
There's one
mean,
I'm kicking myself for missing out on, dude, because it's out of
mhm.
print now. That Home Alone soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's sold out quick, dude.
yeah. And I mean, it's the sort of thing. Some stuff like you get why it's like such a limited release,
Yeah,
but other stuff you think you should release more than that. Like
definitely.
like something like it should have more like a bigger release than it has.
Yeah, it's definitely weird, man. Like, it was like what was it, $50 on Waxwork?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pricey thing, but it's sold out quick, man. But I know at FYE, like, I think it was like $55.
That's not
And
bad.
yeah, but I remember it was sitting there for a few weeks before I did eventually pick it up.
Yeah.
I mean, because realistically, it's got to take a special person to be like, all right, yeah, I'll spend 55 on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was that person, but the average person is going to look at that and laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be like, no. Well, then
Like,
again, also, the average person's more into buying like a Kanye West album or something.
yeah, they could buy 3 or 4 Kanye albums for the price of one It album.
Yeah, though admitted the It album is probably better musically.
Yeah, dude. The thing with music soundtracks, I find though, like I gotta have them. Like I love collecting them,
Yeah,
but dude, I barely listen to them. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I mean,
Like they're
I
more better
find
to have, but dude, I never really pop on a. I don't know. It's weird.
I know I only really constantly listen to two soundtracks, and that's the soundtrack to American Graffiti,
Is it
and
because it's actual music though?
yeah, pretty much that and the soundtrack to Hellraiser.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a
Because
good
honestly,
soundtrack.
you can put that on with whatever you're doing, and it just makes it work.
Yeah.
I had that on playing all of Assassin's Creed Origins,
Yeah.
and
Dude,
it and
that
it and
cover
it
art.
fit in.
Yeah, that cover art's beautiful too. With that, yours got
It
that
is.
silver foil on the top and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, it's beautiful,
yeah,
man.
really is.
And the gatefold, like,
Oh, I love gatefolds. I
yeah,
really do. I got a record the other day of Fields of the Nephilim,
yeah,
like a kind of like a gothy type metal band. They're pretty damn good, and that came with like a gatefold. And I just it's just a single record, but just having the gatefold makes it so much better.
yeah,
You know?
definitely. The so you want to get to the mini review of Evil
Yeah,
Within?
definitely.
So we're like before I was like hyping it up or whatever. Like, were you interested in the movie at all?
I had some interest, but not like I wasn't like
Like
actively seeking it out.
you had got that magazine, right? The Rue Morgue that
Yeah,
featured it on the cover.
yeah. And I looked through it. I thought, like, oh, that sounds interesting, but it wasn't something I was going to run out and get.
Yeah,
I regret now not doing it.
yeah, dude. I was like, see, I had first heard the story for people listening. The backstory essentially is the Gettys, like they made 2 movies about him this year. The one with
Yeah,
Mark Wahlberg, that All the Money in the World.
yeah,
You know that movie?
yeah,
And
yeah,
they made some show or something about the Gettys. It's like he was one of the richest man in the world.
yeah,
He was like this big oil tycoon, and I guess his grandson is the
yeah,
director of this movie.
yeah,
And I think he was like a trust fund baby. He pretty much had everything he could have ever wanted, and he
yeah,
got addicted to meth and all that, and really hardcore drugs, heroin. He was
yeah,
addicted to, and I guess he was terrified of mirrors his whole life,
yeah,
and he was just terrified of a lot of stuff. And I guess this movie he suffered from all these nightmares
yeah.
while he was on heroin and all that, and I guess he struggled. I guess this movie was like 10 years in the making. I mean,
I think it was 15 actually.
yeah, a long time. Like
Yeah,
this was back when Homeboy was like in Boondock Saints and stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, so he started doing that, just shooting off and on, and I guess he burnt through the money making it. So he started even pawning. He had like Ferraris he pawned off, and he
yeah,
started selling all this stuff. Like this was a true passion project.
yeah,
Like there was no studio behind it. He was self-funding it. He wrote it. He did all this stuff, dude, and it's
yeah.
pretty impressive, man.
It is really, and you can feel it watching the movie that
Yeah,
that it was a passion project.
yeah, and it's definitely original, man. Like, because
Definitely.
Oculus and all that stuff wasn't around when this
Yeah.
was it. And what's weird is, what the hell's the guy's name? Man, what's the guy's name who's on the cover? The
Oh,
main bad guy. What the hell is that guy's name?
Michael Berryman.
Yeah, I guess he was like he was involved from day one, and
Yeah.
like he was one of the main people to get it finished. Like, because look, finish the story about the dude for people listening. He died.
Yeah.
He got off of heroin, like, but that was what killed him.
Yeah.
His body was so dependent on it, he died because he got clean. and had all these ulcers and stuff, and basically was never able to finish it. I guess there was still a lot of stuff that needed to be shot and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So so Michael Berryman and a couple other people who were involved. The kid who plays the mentally challenged main lead,
Yep.
he was with it from day one. He helped get it done.
Yeah.
And I had actually heard, I forget the actor's name, who was in Boondock Saints, and he was the older brother.
I know who you mean. I can't remember his name.
I heard that like he was only there for like the first 2 or 3 years or whatever. Like he had moved on to bigger and better things, and I heard he just kind of gave up on it.
Yeah.
And that's why like they spread his scenes throughout the whole movie to make it seem like he was there the whole time.
Yeah.
That's
Well.
why if you notice in the movie how they always go to the same exact restaurant,
Yeah.
like every time they go out, it's the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why. So, but yeah, so that's the backstory behind it. Really interesting for a movie.
Yeah.
But this movie, dude, like basically it's like so this dude, I don't even remember the guy's name. It's been probably a month since I seen it.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but he's like mentally challenged and he lives in this house and you don't really know anything about the parents. I mean, I assume they're dead because
I would
the
assume
older
so.
brother's taking care of them, but they live in this like mansion. Well, it's not really a mansion, but it's huge.
Yeah.
And he has a girlfriend that's like really bitchy for unexplained reasons.
Yeah.
She like keeps telling him, "Oh, just pawn him off in a state home or whatever." Like
Yeah.
he's like, "Nah." What's weird though is like the dude's like, "Nah, I can't do that to him." But he's
Yeah.
like a huge douchebag. You know what I mean? Like you're not
Yeah.
really sure whether to like the dude or hate the dude. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really weird. But yeah, he's trying to sell the place to raise the guy or put him in a place that's better than like a state home.
Yeah.
So he's like doing cool things, but he like, dude, this dude's room is weird. Remember he had like gerbil
Yeah. Like
tubes like all around the room?
yeah.
It was bizarre, man. And then he puts this like giant mirror in, and it's like huge. And the dude's like mentally challenged, is freaking out because, well, first of all, it opens with this weird, trippy dream sequence.
Yeah.
Remember, he's like walking at his mom and goes in this haunted house.
Yep.
And then it's like, and then he sees the mirror and everything in the dream. And then he
Yeah.
wakes up and this mirror is being wheeled into his room. And
Yeah.
I love the older brother's reaction. He's like, yeah, you got to put this in here, or blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and it smells like shit in here or something because of the gerbils.
Yeah.
He's like, we got to get rid of the gerbils. They smell like shit. Dude,
Yeah.
just the way he said it was funny as hell.
Yeah. And I mean, I always just find it funny that he just kind of like put it in his room. He didn't like, put it
it in
against a wall or in a corner or something. Like, no,
Just
he
the middle
literally
of the
put it
room.
right in the middle of the room. Yeah. So he comes in, he's like, "What the hell is this thing?"
Yeah, dude. And then the kid he's not even a kid, he's a man. Like, then the
Yeah.
dude gets like obsessed with this mirror.
Yeah.
He's like laying talking to it, and then you kind of find out he's like looking at a reflection, but it's not him. It's like his evil twin or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, it gets like bizarre, man. All of a sudden the twin starts telling him to kill the animal next door, and
Yeah.
dude, I love the scene too where he's like doing something with the animal or whatever. And remember the older brother, he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He sees him with like a tool belt and
Yeah. And he's like,
power
"Oh,
tools
he's
and
building something."
yeah, he's like all proud of him, dude, but it's like sketchy as hell.
Oh yeah. It's like
Like
you,
he's
you know.
adamant on not having him come in, and the guy's like, "Oh, let me see what's going on." He's
Yeah.
like,
He's like,
"No, it's not
"Well,
ready."
you can see when it's done," and
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
To be honest, though, did the way the dude talked kind of annoy the hell out of you?
The mentally challenged guy.
Yeah, just the way he kind of talked.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I think it's like, kind of how like they talk,
Yeah,
you know?
that's the problem with having a mentally challenged person as your lead.
Yeah, I mean, and the problem is this does it well. A few movies do it well where they don't make fun of it,
Yeah,
and it's so easy to make fun of it. It's almost asking to be made fun of.
Yeah,
but the fact that they don't, I really applaud that.
definitely.
It's kind of like in Dreamcatcher when you see either Mark or Don, one of the Wahlberg brothers plays a guy in there
Yeah, I
that's
still haven't seen it, but yeah,
yeah, that's like mentally challenged or whatever, and it's never played for a joke,
that's good.
and it's something I really appreciate. I mean, because it's a very easy thing to do and
Yeah,
a very cheap bit of humor, but you know,
definitely.
it's just that it's cheap.
Yeah, man. I dug his performance. I've never seen him in anything else, but I dug
No,
the
but
performance. But yeah, and then he throughout it he sees Michael Berryman, and every
yeah,
time you see her, it's like weirder and weirder. Like
yeah,
the first time you see him, remember he unzips him, and
yeah,
that
and
was
literally climbs in his back.
yeah, that was badass. And
It
then
was
my
great scene.
favorite scene with Michael Berryman, he
Hmm.
sees him like standing in the mirror, but remember it like it's one of those things where it's just an ongoing picture. Like
Yeah,
the reflection, it just keeps it's ongoing and ongoing, but then there's a part where it stops where it
yeah,
shouldn't. You're like, what the hell?
yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, the middle it kind of does get a little draggy because you see this, you see Homeboy and his girlfriend go out to dinner like 10 times in this movie.
I know it's like all that they do.
I know, and then there's this weird thing with the books, like
Yeah,
but it doesn't go anywhere. Like it's weird, dude. He's getting these books from the library, and there's this whole thing like, oh, they switched up with this other guy's books, and then they meet up with
yeah,
the dude. And he's like, nah, those are his books.
yeah,
And then that's the end of it. And it's like, okay, what I think happened there is the director was trying to set something up and never
yeah,
got around to it. So,
yeah,
it was just kind of what it was. And then, see, I don't remember what happened to where the girl gets in the basement,
yeah.
but he just goes crazy at the end. Like,
Oh yeah,
he's making the brother like watch like Clockwork Orange style. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Sitting there watching it all, and it's like he's sitting there and he has like the girlfriend made into a puppet, and
yeah.
he's like making her talk, and she looked creepy as hell, dude.
Definitely,
And then
definitely.
it goes into this weird thing where it's like these marionette puppets.
Yeah,
Remember they're talking
essentially.
about, oh, dude, I
Yeah,
just forgot the twist till now, man.
yeah,
Dude, you realize, I mean, people listening, if they see the title list, they've seen the movie.
yeah,
So we can spoil it, dude, because the ending blew my mind, dude.
yeah,
You realize that the older brother's the reason the
yeah.
younger one's mentally challenged. That's why you realize he feels so bad. Like he purposely hit him with the head with something and like
Hit
pushed him
him in
down
the
the
head. Yeah,
stairs.
yeah.
Dude, but
I
remember the
mean,
way they show him falling down the stairs? The marionette's just spinning and spinning.
yeah,
It looked really
yeah,
cool. But yeah, you're like, damn.
yeah,
Yeah, and I love that. There was like that three. It was like the head, but it was like three faces, and
yeah.
it had some really trippy imagery. But the effects were like top notch.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you almost want to say that like a good like 90% of the budget went into effects, but then you see the acting, and the acting's pretty solid.
Yeah.
No
Some of the
one's
sets look a
really.
little low budget or whatever, but that's the only
Yeah,
downfall. And the editing's messy.
it is, but then again, the guy died, right? I mean, it's like he didn't have a chance to edit it.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
it
yeah,
makes
I
you
would have loved to
wonder.
see this dude had a lot of potential. I would have loved to see his other
Oh,
movies.
definitely. I know from what I know he's done a few others, but nothing like commercial.
Yeah.
It's like, like home, not home videos, but like get like a camera and film people type thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely one that would have been an up and comer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely some weird stuff. But yeah, I really dug the movie. I thought the one scene was really bizarre where he goes to like confess his love to the ice cream girl.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like hiding in the cabinet, and it's like these weird. He's moving in like impossible ways. It's
I know
really
he does like
bizarre.
doesn't he do like a backflip or something
Yeah,
at one point? And it's like,
he's like in a cabinet, or
and
the
he,
cabinet that's on the roof, and he like does this weird like flip out of it and stuff.
yeah, it's like all of a sudden he became Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
He was possessed by demon Jackie Chan.
yeah, man.
That explains everything. A really solid movie, though. I mean, and it sort of proves, I guess, really like how far you can go on like passion.
Yeah, man. And dude, it's great. He put a lot of money into this thing.
Yeah, yeah. And since we know it was all his own money,
Yeah, this is
you
like the
know?
definition of passion project.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what would you? Anyone who hasn't seen it though, I definitely recommend picking it
Yeah,
up. You could find it dirt cheap anywhere.
you can.
I got it at Barnes and Noble, which is known for having expensive ass prices.
Yeah,
Brand new for $6.99.
yeah. I got mine for like $10.
Yeah,
You
yeah. So
know?
you can find it dirt cheap on Amazon. You can get it for 10 or less all day.
Yeah, and there is a Blu-ray, but it's French or German or something.
It is region free though.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
well, there you go.
yeah. And it
Yeah,
has a black
that's
case and a
yeah,
different cover.
that's a movie that deserves a Blu-ray release.
Yeah.
That's a thought. Scream Factory, get on it.
Yeah, they should have definitely released it. I don't think it, for some reason, I don't think it sold too well.
I don't think so. But then again, other than like us horror fans,
No
who
one
would
would
hear
know
about
about
it?
it, yeah.
Yeah, you
And the
know,
DVD, I think, was even released by an unknown company.
I think so. I can't see who did it. Yeah, I don't think it was a big company.
Yeah.
You know, and also let's be honest, like the cover, though creepy, looks kind of like something you'd find in like the bargain bin at Walmart.
Yeah, especially. I like the font, though.
The font's
You know,
great.
then. But yeah, it looks like kind of old school and stuff.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't look like something. It doesn't. Let's put it this way: the cover does not fit the movie.
Yeah.
You know, it makes it look like it's a lot worse than what it is. It's a much more classier movie than the cover lets you believe.
Definitely. But, so what would you rate it out of 10?
I'm trying to remember what I gave it in my review. I
Did you put a
think
review on YouTube on it?
I did. I don't know. I give it like a solid like 10 out of 10.
Really? You put it 10 out of 10?
Yeah, it was for what it was, and knowing the backstory and everything, um, it deserves it.
Yeah. I'd give it a 9.5 just because of the editing, but that wasn't the director's fault. But I definitely think
Yeah,
it's a gem. It's a
yeah.
modern classic. I feel like it should be in every horror fan's collection, but
Oh yeah,
unfortunately, I don't think it was hyped up enough to be.
yeah. Not enough people talk about it,
Yeah, and
and
the fact that it doesn't have a Blu-ray release, like widely known, like an American Blu-ray release, I think held it back. I
yeah,
think a
I'm
lot of
sure.
people see the just DVD direct-to-video and kind of like,
Yeah, like
put
it's
off about it.
yeah, and I mean, well, it's the sort of thing. I mean, a lot of stuff that just gets a DVD release is still good stuff,
Yeah,
and they get Blu-ray releases elsewhere.
yeah,
A good example of that is the Last Will and Testament of Rosalind Lee. That movie, you know, over here and everywhere, and like in America, just got a DVD release, but Germany and places they got the Blu-ray. So
wow,
yeah, you know, so it exists.
yeah,
That always kind of annoys me.
yeah,
If an
definitely,
HD master or whatever exists, put out a Blu-ray.
yeah,
They're not that much more to make than a DVD.
yeah. It's definitely bizarre.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna end it there. We'll
Yep.
be posting Wednesday because we're gonna record Tuesday night. So Wednesday
Yeah.
we will have a deep dive up for Unfriended, Dark Web,
Yep.
and we'll have a mini review too of Unfriended 1
Yeah.
on that episode. And yeah, dude, our last deep dive got like a ton of views.
Yeah, it did. I
So
mean,
We'll see how
Yeah.
this. I mean, this one isn't as hyped up as Hereditary, but
No.
yeah, we'll see what's up with it. I'm stoked to see it. So yeah, we'll be at you with you guys Wednesday, and then
Yep.
we'll be recording a commentary Wednesday night. So you'll have something Thursday too.
Yeah.
But anyways, Corey's Crypt.
This is BDG Reviews.
Peace.
Peace.